Gathered throng.
Whoa!
What a pleasure it is to spend this time with you. However it came to be, you have found yourself stumbling ass backwards into acquisitions.
Ass backwards?
Either way. Twitch's Brewing Show, Acquisitions Intoxicated. Welcome aboard, of course, our merry vessel. I am joined, as
we do
always.
Have a vessel now, don't we?
You could repurpose this motherfucker easy peas.
Yeah, we just get a sail, right?
No, this is like our disaster preparedness.
Right? We don't have to do anything else.
This is the base kit.
We get food stuffs in here, beer. Everybody's welcome.
No. Well, some are welcome.
Well, some are welcome until we fill the doors up, and then
invites will be sent.
Then everybody's fucked if you can't make it. Sorry.
This is what's key. This is the takeaway. I'm joined now, as virtually always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster Eric J. Benson. Notorious EJB, Edge Benson, Azerbaijan, all wrapped up in a single package. What a treat. Now, so as you know, the show definitely, it tries in its way to mirror the works of Joseph Campbell. We try to adhere.
Wow, yeah.
We try to adhere.
That's a great
intro, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. We try to adhere to the hero's journey, the monomyth, if you will. Largely that involves boiling grains.
Yeah.
We have a very specific way we iterate the monomyth. But we also have what I would describe as a tremendous amount of labor to accomplish on this vessel.
Oh yeah.
Because we have to finish our beer, the Omin beer, the Doppelbock, but then we also need to make another IPA for the can run.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of cool beer. I mean, I'm excited for West. This is going to be.
We're going to double up.
Fucking cool.
We're going to double up.
Yeah.
So obviously, put on your brewing hats, whatever your brewing implement, your brewing raiment, your garb. Adorn yourself with it, head to toe, and enter into this realm.
Yeah, but before we get going, we have 2 new members of the brewing staff that I'd like to announce.
Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm making it up on the spot. Give me a fucking minute,
there's definitely like a quarterly meeting vibe to the intro.
Yeah,
that much is true. Now, what are these grins?
Oh God, will you let me introduce the 2 new brewing staffs?
Oh,
I was being serious.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
No, it's just Jack Levin and our good friend Ghostly, who are now going to be assistant brewers to help us brew more.
So you're flexing. Basically, you're going to take on some acolytes.
Yeah.
To learn them in the process?
To teach them the ways of brewing.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah, I just want to go sit down and order people around.
Well, no, listen.
It's great.
That's the apex.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all trying to get there.
Yeah.
God, so when are you gonna flex on them? Like, when are you gonna teach them?
We have some stuff that we have to order, parts and everything that we need to do the brewing in, all the steps in house.
I'm so pleased.
And so then we just show them all the steps.
Perfect. Well, now this sack. This pouch, what's the situation?
So this is the updated version of Yawning Porter.
Okay.
We have Maris Otter in here.
Oh, well, already.
Which we all love.
Already you're moving in the right direction.
The carafe is going to give us some nice color and a little bit of special roast.
Yeah. So big color.
Yep. But beautiful. The flavor is just going to be just delicious from that Maris Otter.
Yeah.
Right, that sweet.
Well, no, that's going to be the main presence. So when I put my craw in here, oh, Jesus Christ.
Right?
That's like candy.
Right.
Here, so, young brewers.
Yeah, you guys should learn this.
Which of you, just come over, the cameras are set up, just come here real quick.
Yep.
Lesson one, just come over here. You got to put your face in this.
Yeah, this is a time-honored tradition.
Come over here, Jack, now.
Put your face in the grains, you eat a couple grains, and then you eat some hops.
Here, now.
Ooh, that does smell nice.
Right, now does it not smell like something one wants to eat? Put your snoot in there. Right? Okay.
Very nice.
All right. We have. Oh my God! It's like a It smells like Snickers or something.
Yeah.
It isn't
Oh
just
yeah,
like.
that's a good way to describe it.
There's a chocolatey aspect, I think, from the special roast. But the rest of the sweetness, and because it's all it's a bag of grains. It has a nut.
That's a really cool way to describe that. Yeah,
and then
it's
it's
like
just
a candy bar.
fucking bag of sugar. I mean, beyond that, right?
Yeah.
It's just a sweet candy bar for one's nose. Nose candy. All right. let's jump in here. And then the Chinook is there basically to provide
the balance.
Yeah, a too little, too late counter.
Because we're not really, exactly. I mean,
Right.
we're not really trying to get a hoppy flavor out of this beer.
No.
We just don't want it to be super sweet.
Exactly.
God, look at that color.
Dude, this is going to look like...
$1 million.
Well, it's going to look like there's going to be a phase in there where it basically looks like chocolate milk.
Well, and see, so there's a couple ways you can malt grain. When you're
Hey,
malting
the overhead
grain.
camera's back!
Whoa!
Yay!
So what we do is we'll run the grains through the mill twice.
Oh, through the mill?
To crack them.
When you're over at
Over at Microhome. Yep.
Nice.
Most of your at your local grain store, you can tell if they don't let you do it yourself, mill your grains yourself. You can ask them to mill it twice for you.
Yeah.
Which is going to crack the grains a lot more. Let the water get more surface area.
Exactly.
So, and that's what you're seeing here. That's why it's so.
Everything in here, all these goodies. Ultimately, we want to drink as much of that as possible.
Yeah.
So the double grind is stage one. The brewing process has already begun in its way. All right, so fancy new lid.
Love it.
Now tell me about this Chinook. How much of this is going in here?
Chinook you're going to put 3/4 of the bag.
Okay. Easily done. Oh yeah. Listen, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Chinook.
No, it's great.
Chinook is here to do a job. You know what I mean?
It's like, hey guys, it shows up when it has to. Shows up to work. It doesn't call in sick.
Exactly. But this is a hop. It's like,
God, it smells so good.
I know, right? It's like, this is a hop that you would write a recommendation for. You were like, hey, this is a bit.
Whoa! Let him sniff it.
Oh here, here. Put your snoot on here. Smell this tangy sock. Tangy sock, boys.
So you're going to get a lot of spice with this, and a little bit of fruit, more on the grapefruit side.
That smells nice. That's
Yeah, exactly. Can you smell that that rich, tangy sock? That's what we're going for. What I want is an artisanal sock. I want a sock that has been worn by a god. Something like that, maybe.
That's a fucking weird sock.
Like a god.
God.
Right now. That's what we want, though.
Look at that.
Now,
Up all that sucker.
mystical lid placed, back upon the device. And when I put the device in, thank you so much, Nickman. When I put the device in, when I put in the grain basket, I like a lot of scraping.
Well, you're used to it now, right? It's almost,
I was so excited when I first saw it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe those dark days are
just
over.
gone. Now you miss it. You're like,
No, I definitely no. I don't miss it. It has returned 100%. Because even though there's no guide rail, there's no straw siphon.
you managed to make
aside
scratching.
from this one.
You
I
cracked
managed
the plastic.
Exactly. No, you can see there's these striations.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go to the overhead camera, I can show you the demonic sigils that I have scraped in. You know what? It's possible that they're not there at all.
No, they're
it's
there.
possible.
Oh, I see. No, I see them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, in my mind, I was like, maybe this is like that story where it's like,
no.
No, all right.
Listen, at least you're consistent.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh, no, yeah. I destroy this type of equipment. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, now, so
It's
you're...
like Pavlov's dog.
So Josh, you're saying that there is a context, a region out there that I can go to where the chat will not be able to see directly into my ass.
That's correct.
Okay. Will you recommend that I go on the opposite side?
Your butt should be that side, yes.
Okay, all right.
We could still make it so you can see your crack.
Josh, you know perfectly well that I'm not...
Side.
You know perfectly well that that's not what we're looking for.
No, Shroomis. They are not, the brewery isn't manned by them. They are just interns.
Indeed.
Point.
In the classic tradition of Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, Niekman. What'd you think of Space Dust?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, we have the unique, fortunate ability to get it on tap here.
Oh, space dust on tap is not a difficult process at all. We have that everywhere here. Good luck not having it.
Wow, look at that lighting on that thing. That looks really cool.
Oh, I didn't even see from here. I can't
see
even
the lighting?
No, from here I can't even
Kidding
see.
me? This shit is like.
Well, no, it's cut
This is
in.
like Fast and Furious neon lighting underneath the goddamn.
This is science fiction. Oh, look and see. Here's the cable right here. All right, now my recipe. And this is Yawning Porter.
Yeah.
Yawning Porter. All right, now I'm coming to the device.
Yes, you're.
In prostration. Let's see if I can fuck this up. I have every faith.
Okay. So your solid start goes in right. There we go. Okay, he's setting up for the push. Oh, look at that,
There's
folks!
a tip. There's a slight tip. I've learned something very important. Every day, I'm getting better and better. It is not going to be long, my friend, before this chamber fills with what is going to look and in some ways taste very similar to chocolate milk.
I'm okay with this.
No, I'm going to be keeping...
You mentioned nothing bad in that entire sentence.
No. Step filter's been inserted.
Remember this
goofs.
now the way this is, you have to go through each step.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is kind of not, it might sound annoying with the beeps, but it's kind of nice when you're actually doing the brewing process.
Well, here. No, I still managed to screw it up somehow. Here.
How? What does it say?
I don't know. I think I did not slide it in. There we go. I didn't slide it in with enough enthusiasm. All right. Put back the door on the magnets.
The left side is perfect.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
That was the opposite of the left side. Fine.
Oh, the left side. No, Josh, when you say left, do you mean like
Stage left? Oh, this is a whole new way to...
Jesus Christ! You found a new... Go to hell.
You did it.
I did it. Oh, Jesus Lord. All right, here we go. So, we got a couple...
Seabread, if you want to ask some questions, you can do hashtag question in the chat, and we'll make sure we get them. But ice baths are completely acceptable ways to chill wort. That's how most of us have started out.
Oh yeah, and in fact, the crazy pants version that you invented, and so ultimately you're going to teach these boys these techniques, right? But your like crazy pants version of it that was able to chill 3.5 gallons of 180-degree wort in like 13 minutes was an ice bath and a chiller. All the different methods you can use to chill wort.
Yeah.
This engine.
Yeah, but like it's funny because none of them ever go away. Even the simplest method you can still use for the most advanced, brewing.
Yeah, I mean, if we talk about ice bath, it's like, can we use an ice bath for this task? But let's break it down. Yes, we can put ice on it, and it will become colder. Now, you will require a comical amount of ice, but it will work.
A lot of people do it in their bathtub. If you live in an area where there's snow, you literally just bring it out and put it in the snow.
Oh, yeah. And those winter brews.
Yeah. We would do it. You take the hot wort pot and just stick it right in the snow. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just move it.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a couple things that we need to resolve. So we need to finish the other beer.
Yeah.
And then we need to jump like feet first into into the next thing, which is trying to put together an IPA for much the same process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Okay.
So, somebody just asked in chat, The homebrew store we use is Micro Homebrew in Kenmore. They're fantastic.
They are really nice. In fact, we've had Anthony on the show.
Yep.
Brewing live, more or less according to the way that you might do it at home once you were first starting out brewing.
Yeah.
Just a nice, a couple pans,
Yeah.
some buckets, and you're ready to go. Hey, RAR303 says, hey, I've been gone for a couple weeks and you've alluded to some special things coming up. Care to elaborate for those of you who seem to have missed something? Oh, of course. I'll never stop talking about it. In truth. So we had a cool event out at Two Beers Brewing in the region we call So-Do.
Because it's so dope.
Yeah, but there's an industrial realm down there that is slowly being converted into breweries and CrossFit.
Do you have to mention the CrossFit?
It's being terraformed by CrossFit and breweries.
But you don't shut up about fucking CrossFit.
No, it's true. But here's the thing. We had a fun event out there where we made a recipe on the show, brewed it out there, hung out with Amber Council, talked for a while, super good time. And they seem to have enjoyed it to an extent that by the time PAX rolls around, they want to have something maybe on tap at the tap house, and they want to have a can run also of something that we put together here on the show as a collaboration. So it's kind of cool. So those are the things we're talking about. And pursuant to that, the first thing we're going to do is finish the Doppelbock we were putting together last week. So the concept, to refresh you euphemistically, is to essentially, when you survive 10 full years in Acquisitions Incorporated, understand this doesn't happen. This is not a thing that occurs.
Yeah.
But should you, there is a, Mighty Mick, thank you so much. There is a satchel that is provided, and the purpose of this satchel is to solve problems. It's to solve the sorts of problems. I mean, by 10 years...
It's like to solve the Kobayashi murder, right?
Exactly. If you have solved the problem of surviving for 10 years in Acquisitions Incorporated, your martial prowess, your arcane prowess, these are recognized phenomena.
Yeah.
But this bag includes things like the beer we're going to finish today. It's going to include things that are designed to resolve corner cases, right? Special, unique challenges, many of them social. There's going to be an item in this bag somewhere that will resolve it. Yes, Beckenbauer, Jim and Omin have technically survived 10 years in AC Inc.
Well, yeah,
but I don't think Jim drinks, so it wouldn't be for him anyway. All right, Graham Baxter is trying to send you fruitcake.
Oh, God.
Have you had this conversation? Do they? Is this? You have to have someone's consent before you send them fruitcake. I think is how it works. But anyway, it's ready, and halfway through the aging process, they want to get a mailing address so they can send it to
you.
you.
You can send it right to here. We can try it on the stream. No, remember we had that conversation of like, man, fruitcake sucks, and then everybody in chat was like, well, you haven't really had real fruitcake. We have this like shit patty that you buy.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know?
So maybe it's attenuated.
Yeah.
Like maybe at the source, like where it's like mined from the earth. Maybe that's a fresh, like you still hear the ring of the pick. Maybe that's an edible type. So where were we at on our?
We're at tasting beers.
Oh, I'm down.
Where's Jeff?
I was just gonna say now.
How did he?
When I look over there on the right, that looks like Skykraken to me.
Yep.
That's my guess. I've not seen it, but I have had a reasonable, and by reasonable, of course, I mean unreasonable.
Yeah, so this is what's really cool about this is Fremont's, God, I haven't had a bad beer by Fremont at this point.
Fremont, I would say, is very reliable.
Yeah.
Right?
There we go.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
Oh, I can go behind there.
Yeah. Fremont is, like, if they're going to commit to a line, like for a super long time, it was like interurban. Like they had this very specific sort of triumvirate they offered in like the classic styles. Right. But that's not true. I mean, they don't do a lot of experiments, or at least they didn't in the past.
But they are now.
They are now, and they have a really, really nice series that tends to come out around the holidays with like the wax tops.
Yeah.
That's like all the bourbon barreling and stuff like that.
That's fun.
Hey, so we have something interesting for you to try, Jeff.
What are we drinking?
So we got
Fremont
this.
Sky Kraken.
So this is. I wanted to see if because I talked to Mike about it. I'm like, Mike, you might like a hazy
Yeah.
because it's essentially fruit juice.
Starburst.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is one we can pour for Mike.
Yeah.
Because it literally tastes like you're drinking juice.
Well, and this is the thing that's going to work for us is that Mike has started drinking hard ciders
Yeah.
at home.
Gateway.
Gateway, exactly. And I think that we have but to close our hands to possess him.
Have you ever given him a lambic?
I haven't given him a
Those were
lambic.
my gateway to beers.
Yeah, I haven't given him a lambic, but that would work well. Let me go see what that beep is. You want to get some pour?
Yeah.
All those years the office was out in Fremont, I don't know that I ever stopped at the Fremont
Really?
Brewery. We did Hales a lot
Oh yeah, Hales.
and Red Door. I'm sure I can do more, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it smells exactly like chocolate milk in there.
Does it really?
Yes. That is crazed. All right, now, Mr. Hulick,
a hazy IPA.
you are drinking beer.
I need one more.
Just sit right over here.
Just give me a little. My stomach's messed up.
Now, this is
Yesterday.
okay.
It smells really good.
I
Right?
know,
Wow.
I know. And
Different.
so this is what is called.
Gosh.
I know.
I don't even want to drink it to ruin it. Like, it's
No,
Yeah,
as
right,
soon
like,
as,
I
as, soon
just
as
wanna
you drink
sniff
it,
this.
trash.
gonna taste like beer.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be pee that your friends make
This
you
just
drink.
tastes like fruit juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Tastes like beer.
It doesn't taste like beer at all, actually.
Would it be better?
It's getting
cold?
worse.
It's supposed to be cold.
It would be better cold.
colder would be better, but I suspect
Yeah.
that the rotten taste is probably the main thing
It's
you don't like.
it's just got a little bit of pee.
A little ammonia.
A little ammonia.
Little tinkle.
No, a little ammonia, a little pee on the back.
Yeah.
So you can taste that. You can taste that piss. It just rests on the palate. It's like a dark crown, dude.
Yeah.
I think you had like three. You like went back to back on the last
trying
one.
to think like, well, maybe, but no. It even looks like pee.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks and tastes like pee.
Not to take away from the beer, but I haven't seen you in a few days. That beard is growing in very luxuriously.
Yeah.
good down.
It's the thickest I've ever seen you wear facial hair, I think.
It's the thickest it's ever been. It's thick and
Wow.
luxurious.
Do you think it's constant
impressed.
exposure to nautical video games?
Yeah,
Like, do you
right?
think it's giving you a sort of
This is my sea beer.
That makes a lot of more sense.
man of the sea type situation?
Yeah, I regret drinking that.
God bless you. I can take it from here.
One day.
But the takeaway, I mean, so what do you think, Jorf?
I mean, I hope no one from Fremont is listening. The hazy that Two Beers does is a lot better.
They've got a few, and they've
Like,
got some
I
really
don't-
mean ones too. In their limited can runs,
Yeah.
they've got some really aggressive, like 8 and 9% hazies.
So Mike, all he could taste was the beer. All I can taste is the fruit.
Is it-
And
oh,
so,
I see.
Point.
Interesting.
yeah, I can't. I'm missing the beer in my IPA, and his was the reverse problem.
This is weird.
This is odd.
This is very
Well, no,
weird.
it's like we have these competing poles.
Yeah.
But it's different. But your
and-
palate changes.
But also
sure.
competing tastes.
Levels
right?
of levels
of taste.
levels of taste and levels of expertise too.
I remember when I started drinking wine, I couldn't do anything dry for a long time. I
and
didn't develop that palate.
No, exactly, and that's one of the big tests, I think, is because the dry, it's really about sugar content, like in the drink, and the sugar helps. I think sugar helps a lot of people get
Yeah.
there. But there's some amazingly dry ciders, like
Yeah.
ciders you can drink on keto,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't. Beer was also a progressive thing for me, and I had to start with really sweet ciders.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And it took a long time for me to.
And certainly, we trust the palate. We have taken full advantage of it here on the show. I think it's a very useful data point. Sky Kraken, they also change their recipes sometimes, and this actually tastes a little bit different to me than other times that I've had it. And I'd be ashamed to say how much of it I've had.
So every once in a while with a bottle of wine, it'll be corked, which is, air has gotten in.
Exactly.
Can that happen with a bottle-capped beer as well, where maybe it's not as good a seal, or maybe a batch
absolutely.
less off?
No, in fact,
It causes oxygenation.
Okay.
In the beer.
and it's the same. It's exactly the same process.
Or it gets a little ammonia-y?
Yeah, well, but it breaks it down. It does weird things to beer, honestly.
I'm wondering if that bottle might have been a little...
But we had a conversation with Two Beers when we were down there. Remember when they were talking about their can line?
Yep.
How and this is why it has to be like actively, personed the whole time, is because it's canning so fast that if you don't catch that and the seals are going wrong,
Right.
like you can a lot of air.
Yeah, exactly.
Very quickly.
Not what you want to do.
Oof, that seems like an expensive...
Seems like the exact
mistake.
opposite of what you want to do.
No, it does.
So the next range in this lineup is we've all everybody's like, oh, we always get the question of what's the difference between a DIPA and a triple IPA.
Oh no, God!
You're gonna find
You started
out.
us with the Sky Kraken, and now you've got double and triple IPAs.
Boosh!
Wow.
Jeff, your senses are going to go off the rails.
what kind of... how hoppy are these?
Oh, they're not hoppy at all.
They're not...
No.
First of all, so let me, as a special moment, let me indicate to precious clues, that I don't even need to look underneath
Where
here.
you're- yeah.
I don't even need to look where these are. I can just reach down and grab the precious tool,
I'm always reaching down and grabbing the precious
so
tool.
to speak. But now, like I said, take a look at that wart that is even now beginning to rise
Oh, it
on
looks
that
great.
grain bed. The most important thing that you don't know if you are arriving to us in the studio via Twitch.
Is that there's no such thing as a goddamn granular fissure, you fuck
Well, everybody knows
Yeah,
that that's
well, yeah.
that's a
What
hateful
the
lie.
hell is this?
a beer.
Holy mackerel!
We'll get to that. But the main thing is that the chocolate milk
That's a dank beer.
coming off of this is a maze.
That has got a smell.
All right, so remember how? Oh boy!
So
Remember how we were talking about
Sorry,
how?
guys, my stomach is feeling ill today.
Yeah. Here, the purpose of the hop, right, is to counter the other. Picture it as part of like a triumvirate.
Okay.
So it's there to counter the malt sweetness and the alcohol. It's supposed to like bring a balance to those things, right? And so as you get into double IPA and triple IPA, we're really talking about like the body and like vigor, generally speaking, ABV of the build.
Yeah.
And so as you get to double and triple hops, as you get to double and triple IPA, the hop has to, that part of it, it's like stretching something and maintaining the ratios. Like, so the hop part of this has to go up as well, just to counter it. So you're having an experience.
There is some smells in there I don't recall ever smelling in a beer.
Oof.
Drink it down, swish it.
Okay.
Swish
so
it. Well, do it like wine, right? And so suck in some air.
See some lace?
Get some air, bringing into the taste for you.
Here.
It's not. Ooh, there it is on the back end. I was about to say it's not as hoppy as that. Nope, never mind. It's
Skadoosh!
yeah, you got me. Oh man!
So that's the difference between a traditional, just a regular IPA, and what a double will look like in a glass.
So it's a deceiver
Yeah.
because the initial taste is not bad. I mean, if you just drink it down.
But this is the key. 102 IBU.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So a normal IPA is anywhere from 55 to 65, 70.
And when I look, I try to pick things 30 or under.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
So this is going to be with you all day.
Yeah, it feels
Well,
like I
no,
got a
only
little.
for the next 5 minutes, because then we're going to open this one.
Yeah. Then
It's
we're going to
totally
use
fuck
this
this world.
turpentine from our friends at Knee Deep Brewing, and we're just going to strip all
If
of
I
the,
swallow it fast, maybe it won't.
all the sensory organs inside your mouth will be peeled away by the next one, by the Simtra. Mr. Dan Breedman, always good to see you. I was just giving you props. Mr. Dan Breedman, of course, was a big part of making the two beers thing happen.
Yes, he was fantastic.
Yeah, be careful with it, brother. Be careful.
We got it. Oh my God!
Try a little bit.
I can
Be good to yourself.
smell the bitter.
This is 131.
I can smell the bitter.
So, oh my God. Whoa.
Can you I mean,
Oh, no. Listen, you have to understand.
I might
We
be able
like
to
beer.
see the bitter. Holy.
No, this is the sort of beer. Obviously, we're going to drink it, but the term that we've utilized here in the show is stunt beers. Right?
See,
we have had this
yeah,
conversation.
This is the local brewer pissing match of how hoppy can I make my.
Yeah. I would say 131 is.
It's actually marketing.
Yeah.
Do you want
It's a
It's like
score.
blast processing.
It's like high score,
It's
right?
the best part of marketing that the beer industry can do, because the hilarity of everything is your tongue can't taste any difference above 85 IBUs.
Right.
So once it goes above 85, it's bullshit. You're just tasting bitter. All the hops are going to taste the same.
That is not to say that those oils cannot
It-
remain resident in the crop.
Yeah.
Now that's
So I
it can
guess what's
last a
happening
while.
is then
Yeah.
if I can't
You can't.
physically discern anything above 85, but I also can't taste anything else that was in
here.
the other beer.
This is what I want. This is what I want you to see, right?
It
So-
took a lot of effort
I thought
for me
you-
to
I thought
just
you were
pour
gonna-
that right back into the.
So I'm just saying, smell the pellets
Oh my God!
and then smell the glass. Right? Like I have never had a
That
beer
is-
that smelled like the hop packet.
That's identical.
Right? I have never had a beer that smelled like the fucking bag. All right.
All right.
Did you try it?
Yeah, that tastes like like a solvent.
It was fine. Whoa.
Your taste.
No,
buds-
he's
yeah.
No, 2 seconds later. Dude, 2 seconds later, that dark wave.
Yeah, the back end is really freaking weird.
No, yeah, exactly.
That
And
is
so
a cleaning solvent.
no, exactly. So it gets to a certain point in here. Now, I'm not having a bad time.
No, yeah.
Let me be clear. I don't mind
No, yeah.
testing myself. I could do this all day. Like a regular sour, no thank you.
This is fine.
But I can do this for days and days
Absolutely.
and days.
But you're also like a hot sauce eater. I think you have killed a large percentage of your taste buds.
You're going down a dark path, man. No, it's true. There's probably no sensing organ remaining
No.
in here. It's just a hole that I put things. But it's a thing. But I'm glad that you were here for
I
it.
appreciate the experiment. I'll try
No, it's just,
any food or beverage once.
exactly. But it's vital that we have.
You
the
say
chef
that
vote.
we could get another can of Surströmming in here. That
Which one's that?
That's the evil fish. That's
never
the
tried that
dark sweet. Is it Swedish?
yeah.
This is the rotten carp. Were you not a
Who
carp?
were you? Did you not see this?
I was
No,
not
it
in
was
that one.
Patrick.
Oh.
He like physically took the fish
Yeah.
out and chewed it. All we're saying is that our capacity to abuse you.
We could
Yeah.
do that, and then I could
Go to the
Josh
hospital.
a while ago bought some callus caviar. So while we ate that, you could also put some callus in your mouth.
the craw. Oh, okay.
We could just pair it.
I'm
All right.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. God bless you. Yeah, I mean that's like drinking a knife.
Yeah. You brought a knife to a beer fight.
Yeah, it's just it's a kind of knife that you can pour. I think is the
Yeah.
main draw. But I mean,
I like them.
no. What they're trying to
It's
do
just
here.
it's just your own preference, right?
No, exactly.
So-
But this is knee deep. Mm-hmm. I'm not super familiar with. I mean, they should talk to Mike about whoever they have doing the labels, I guess. But they are definitely examples of that northern range
yeah.
of taste, and I don't mind going there. Like I have
No.
unlimited appetite for hop.
Yeah.
It's only when the body, faulty as it may be, perceives that something is false, poisonous, or
Right.
dangerous,
Right.
as it does with the sour. It's like, it's like, maybe don't drink from that filthy puddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
and
information.
that's what happens with sours in you.
You know what I want to do? I want to get one of those goddamn straws. Remember we were at the SCA
Yeah.
event?
Yeah.
Banner War?
Yeah.
And you had that friend that he had one of those life straws. And like the thing that he wanted to do with the life straw was just go around like drink from the filthiest puddles he could find. Maybe this was just a conversation that I had with him.
Were you doing anything other than
Oh,
beer?
no, you know exactly what I was doing. It was velvet rope, velvet cape, and warp
Wait,
cape.
wait. What? Somebody had a straw?
Yeah, he had one of those life straws. Yeah.
Oh,
a
yeah.
strainer straw type thing.
Yes. Yeah,
And
the
he's like-
life straw.
Yeah.
That
And
you
he's
could
like-
like
Yeah, exactly.
like
he's
go into
like,
shit water and then it cleans it.
yeah, exactly. And he's like, oh man, you want to try my life straw on these filthy puddles? And I was like,
Like,
I'm
no,
fine.
I'm good.
Like, I don't.
My life's
no.
not in danger yet.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that I might need a life straw to drink a sour. And I think that I should just consider that.
What
next
would
time.
happen if you put it through that? I would love to know.
No, we should absolutely do it. We should do another sour day,
Yeah.
nonstop end-to-end torment, and then use the life straw to make drinking a sour safe.
I love it. That's funny. Yeah, I forgot about that.
All right, hey, Increase Blue, I see your text there, but I also noticed your question here, which is just want to tell Jerry and Eric, thanks for explaining saisons on the show. Went to a new spot that served them. Was excited to know a bit about what I was trying. I mean, that's the coolest thing. I mean, anytime you know some new piece of information that when you go into a context like that can inform your decision matrix. Absolutely, it pleases us to provide it.
Yep.
So,
Ninja hop gins are fantastic.
oh yeah,
that's
hop
just-
gins are amazing, and
I'm a
hop
gin nut, so
for sure. And then hop ciders.
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of.
hop. Yeah, which is kind of funny because you're like, oh, is that just a beer at this point? You know.
At a certain point, I mean,
yeah,
whatever the
it's
hard
not,
rules
but
are,
Yeah, it's apple.
our German friends would know.
Yeah, but there's also hopped water that you can get. It's just like sparkling water with hops in it, not non-alcoholic.
No, I'm down. I had something really rad. It was on the. We were coming back from I think Vashon Island.
Yep.
And the ferry had a hopped kombucha that was out of fucking control. I mean, kombucha already has like the vinegar aspect and like a strong tang aspect.
Yeah.
A hopped kombucha is a perfect, it is a perfect pair.
That's really neat.
Right. So where did we get to?
Well, all we did last time was scout out and map out the flavors we wanted.
The flavor profile. Okay.
Yep.
So it's probably the work of a show to finish this build end to end.
Yeah, well, we'll finish.
And then we'll get to the IPA next time.
Yeah, well, we'll finish the build and we can start if we have time, we'll
next
start
one.
the idea, the lore.
Because we've had an opportunity the last couple times, like the builds have taken more than one show, which I guess in some ways maybe is not 100% optimal, but another way, like
I like it because we get to talk more about the lore of why we're putting these ingredients.
That's the thing that I like about doing it that way, just because we get more time to embroider that back end stuff.
So,
Right. So
so we wanted this beer to be a Doppelbock
Yes.
that is going to...
Two box.
Not one, not three,
no,
2.
4 is right out.
That has a chocolate and caramel flavor.
Yeah.
A little bit roasty, but add in some vanilla.
Exactly, vanilla on the back. And so, I mean, I've had Doppelbocks before. I'm not sure I've had one with that specific profile, and certainly not one that leans into vanilla. And I think it's because a Doppelbock is a traditional German style, and generally speaking, that means that they hew to some pretty traditional beer values,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
So going into vanilla additions like that, that's
Pretty
not
interesting,
done,
right?
Right?
Yeah.
That'll be quite good. I think that'll be pretty startling in the
Yeah.
glass. So, where do we start? Grain Bill.
Grain, bill. Well, did we... I don't actually... IBUs, color,
Well,
SRMs.
It's true.
Did we do any of that?
No, we did not do any of our basic stuff. So
Hit
should
him
we
with
get at it?
hit him with an ABV.
All right, here we go. So recall, as we were
If you
discussing
will.
ABV, so in terms of Doppelbock, what's the usual range?
The usual range is going to be anywhere from 7 to 10%.
Fucking what?
It's fortifying. And remember, the point of this beer is to be passed around in the darkest of areas where you're not making it out.
The lyrical potential of this life-saving beverage.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm just surprised that Doppelbocks go to 10.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. But yeah, I mean, that's the purpose. It's like when we made Cold Comfort.
Yes.
Remember? Like ghost,
it was wonderful.
beer for ghosts.
Yeah.
right?
Hey, listen.
A high point
Ghost needs beard.
for the
Ghost
show.
needs beard too.
Yeah, absolutely. But the idea that it is basically their food, which was fun because eventually we got a chance to.
I know.
That actually found its way into the game proper, which is great. Here, Dayton Caldor, have you considered the placement of this show before Kill Team impacts your Kill Team performance? Well,
Only in the best ways.
seeing as Eric has like 100% win rate, I mean, I'm sure he's happy
Until
with
today.
whatever's happening.
I was pleasantly excited because I got a call, text over the weekend. Earlier we saw on Twitter how you kind of had figured, you cracked a little bit of the code of the Gene Stealer cults. Then I get a text on Saturday of, I think I've got it. I've been looking at this book all day. And everything that you kind of figured out all makes sense as to, appropriate ways to play those cultists that are that really
It's
changes the dynamic.
Well, it's so
from what
funny.
you've been
Like
doing.
I really enjoy how lore in War Machine, the lore and the gameplay is all super integrated.
Yeah.
Right. But my true Warhammer days were a long, long time ago. So getting back into Kill Team, I was mostly approaching it from a mechanical perspective.
Yeah.
I actually had to think about the GSC as a faction of, functionally speaking, like political revolutionaries.
Yeah.
And
They're willing to die for the cause.
and I have to be willing to sacrifice them for the cause because on paper they don't win. They're not going to win.
Yeah.
At range, they are not going to win.
Yeah.
I actually have to throw them into the teeth
Yeah, you have to be okay with letting some go.
of the AdMech.
Yeah.
And so what that meant was modifying my list so that I had more people I didn't mind getting chewed up.
Yeah.
Which, was just the opposite of how I was thinking about it. I was trying to get, more high value units, units that I thought could earn their points back on the field.
Right.
But what I actually had to do was put in more trash.
Yeah.
And I guess
I think it's going to. No, I think
we'll
it's
see
going
if
to
it
be great.
works.
Well,
It's going to be interesting. But what I'm going to try to do today is provide for you a classic survival horror experience. And
just you wait. I got something else planned.
no, I can't.
Not today,
I can't wait.
but in general.
Is it in real life or in the game?
No, both. It's going to be horrifying.
All right, fair
A
enough.
real life horrifying.
So
incident.
there's kind of a knife fight here
Ooh,
between
yeah, look at
8.5
that.
and 10. But I gotta say, I could not support you more. And it's gone, it's gone a fair bit there at 10 only increased. And this is why I think 10 is great. I didn't advocate for it before, but the idea is that you get this for 10 year.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
10% is a very,
That's a-
very
it's a-
solid
yeah,
thing.
a great
And you're
number.
moving into that barley wine range, but it's still Doppelbock.
Yep.
So it's going to have smoother, more candy-like flavors.
Yep. God, that beer smells great. That wort smells great, right?
I know.
Guys, I'll see you in like a half an hour.
I know. I'm going to spend some time with these Grens.
Wow.
All right, hey, so that's 10% on that. Let me pull up my notepad.
But yeah, that's what I love about Kill Team and wargaming is that we can have these conversations to at a granular level of, okay, I want to change these minions out for X and X troops.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's the fun part of wargaming.
Well, yeah.
It's figuring out the
especially-
puzzle. Mm-hmm.
Well, especially now that they're painted. And the other thing I want to do is we got to get contrast in here. We have to get contrast in here, and we'll have.
I want that whole setup. I want every single contrast.
But if we
paint.
could get Keek in here,
Oh,
and
yeah.
try it, like people who
Like
know
somebody
their
who's good
shit,
at painting.
right? Like I think that your army looks good. I would love to see what you could do with that.
But
me,
it's nothing like
trash,
Kiko.
I
Like it's
belong
nothing like
in the dumpster. I'm going to bring the lid down, and I'm going to crouch real small.
this is just wrong.
Filth.
His look fantastic.
Now, at 3 o'clock, you can be the judge. Now, SRM, short range missiles, obviously a must for any mech. So
between 6 and 25, but I dare say we could go darker.
interesting.
I like darker Doppelbock, but that's just me.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him 6, 20, and 30. That's going to be where I top out. So take a look, obviously, at the chart, Gathered Throng. Take a look at that 6. We're looking at something golden. Obviously, we have to play around with the grains in order to maintain a color like that, because we got some heavy hitters in there
Yeah.
flavor-wise. But Don't you worry about that. You be thinking about what the lore means,
Yes.
what it represents in the bottle.
Well, the thing is, if you're in the dark, like if a cavern has
you're in the
toppled
dark.
you in,
Exactly.
and you cannot get out.
That's one. Or the bottle is like the last thing of value that you have, and you need to trade it for your life.
Is it rich and chocolatey in flavor, or is it just kind of eh?
Exactly. In terms of that
Not
color,
that I'm advocating for anything.
No. But they're sitting right. I mean, they've got the right idea here. I mean,
look at this.
Yes,
Even.
I know, right? My instinct, I mean, I like 20.
Yeah.
Only because I've had Doppelbox in Germany.
Yep.
In the beautiful glassware.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
Like the round mug.
Yeah.
With the sort of convex circles
Yep.
around the edge.
Yep.
Better to see you with beer. No. It's good. It's good. I think it's a very cool color choice.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Out of this range.
There's no way we could lose with this.
No. I mean, either way it would be good, but 20
Love it.
20 still has enough light
Yeah.
that if that's what you needed, it would be there
A
for
light,
you.
a little light in the darkness. Great game.
Keep that in mind for the name. Now, the Ibu. Knowing that we're talking about 10% ABV, we had this conversation, of course, with these bad boys here. Once your ABV starts to get, north of 7 or 8, your hops are doing a little bit different kind of labor, right? And so keep that in mind, IBU-wise.
Yeah.
Right? That doesn't mean you gotta go knee deep and do 131, right?
No.
You gotta go crazy
Good
pants.
Lord, no.
But, hops traditionally have been used as a preservative. That's their purpose. Alongside everything else.
It just makes me happy when he brings in
I
all
listen
the
to the stuff that you're talking
so great,
about. I have
you know?
absorbed it. No, but that's the key.
Yeah.
But that's the key,
you're 100% right.
And so it may be that from a lore perspective,
Yep.
it may be that the IBU has to go up a little bit because the purpose is to endure in the bag or on the palate.
So this might surprise you in knowing that the actual range for a Doppel is 6 IBU to 25.
6? Mm-hmm. Just like...
Excuse me, 16.
Okay.
16 to 25.
16. That was like just like the fucking SRM?
Yeah.
What the hell is that? No, it's fine.
But at that low, so if you guys think about it, when we've done stouts and we've hit it with 40 IBUs, 45, that was to balance out a lot of the malt. With our Doppelbox, we want that malt characteristic really to shine through.
Yeah, that's the key.
But I mean, we still want to hit it with some...
But the malt body is going to be big, even at the 25 tier.
Exactly. So we could say, okay, do we want to go 15, 25, 30, and give them a choice above?
I'm going to give them 35, just to go north. So take a look at that, friends. See what you think. Keeping in mind, of course, that the purpose of this beverage is to support one under these conditions. But remember that, I mean, obviously we'll be doing the show for another 9 years.
Yeah,
so
naturally. So that we actually craft it.
Yeah, we'll be able to open one of these bottles live on the show.
We have to get like the glassware. You know, like the Macallan 50-year glassware that's like $500,000.
No, we got to get the tulips.
Yeah.
My son has a tulip glass from... Have you ever had anything from Trillium?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Trillium is like the brewery that I have glassware for.
Okay.
You know how it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I have that glassware, and I found the glass in my son's room.
Did you have to like question what was going on for a second?
Oh, I absolutely did. That's my task.
Yeah.
And I said, son, why is the glassware in here? And he said, that's Snifter. And I'm like, Snifter? And he's like, yeah, that's my friend.
That's awesome.
So enjoy parenting,
That's
basically.
awesome is what that is.
File that shit away.
His friend Snifter is a snifter.
It's his
That's
friend
fucking amazing.
Snifter.
It's a snifter.
I don't know.
It's amazing.
I can't help.
How do you not love shit like that?
Seabread, hey, did you ever find your stills for making essential oils? No, but you can make essential oils in the Pico Brew Z.
Yes. They will be sending us the distillery, or the Pico still.
Aboki, Aboeke, just caught the stream. Do you you think you'll talk about hop cider with Seattle cider? Now, I think that we should get Seattle cider in for a couple of reasons. One,
I don't know enough about cider to do it proper justice. I mean,
Exactly.
I can make a cider.
no,
I'd rather.
we know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's like the mead, right? It'd be like when Holly rolled through and we made the mead, right? We threw it in there, and it's sort of like, for us, that's not, that doesn't get us cranked up.
Right.
And it doesn't get us cranked up because you put things in a bowl.
Yeah, we're just pretentious assholes, and it's too. Cider is too simple.
We want more knobs. We want some Jules Verne.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we want to have some valves.
Exactly.
And
I
shit.
want to be like, the ship's going down there, and we're running back and forth, twisting valves, pulling cranks.
We want steampunk
fucking- yeah.
stuff, but we also want to give you entree into the
Yeah.
knobs and, whistles and valves. We want to make sure that you have access to that stuff too, and we're happy to do that.
Yeah.
But there's still some fun to be had on that.
Totally.
And I think that there's got to be things that we don't know, because the range of ciders that Seattle Cider has
they're
is
just pumping
much,
them out. Yeah.
but it's much broader than I would have expected.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
going into like pineapple and a
All the
agave
ingredient, the
and,
outside
like,
ingredients.
the tangerine
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I think the actual play space is with your your additions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it'd be fun to learn.
absolutely.
'cause
Hey, they want 16. That is
That's not where I thought that was going to go.
no. That is not where I expected that to go. But that gives you the tools that you need
Yes.
to take it to the next
sir.
level. And I typed everything in to this notepad so I wouldn't forget it. Yeah, it's the kind of show we run. Very professional. So while you're tipping and tapping, let me grab some cues here.
Okay.
The Neon Graveyard. Will this 10-year beer have a recommended garnish, like an orange or lime or something? But I mean, the expectation of this beer is that if you
have to pop this?
no, if you need to use this, I mean, it's not expected that you're going to drink it for fun.
No.
If you need to use this, I mean, whatever else you would need would have to be in the bag, so it can't be citrus.
Yeah, it can't be something that could die and
It has no. It has to be something that
like a steak.
it has to be something dry aged.
Yeah.
It has to be something that can endure
Yeah.
inside
A pouch.
inside the pouch.
It's like lambus bread, right? It's just always there.
Yeah, it's probably jerky. Like it'll be like a
that's a
strip of
fucking great
displacer
idea.
jerky or something like that, right? It's very difficult to get. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's very
I
hard
mean,
to find.
jumps
You'd be
everywhere
pawing
and
around.
shit
But no, it's like something savory.
Yeah.
That
You're just like,
exactly
I'm ready, you
exactly.
know?
Now I'm gonna fuck up this,
Yeah.
beholder or whatever. Now, so yes, let's say displacer jerky.
it's like all I can think of is
have to do
solid
the rest.
snake, like with the eye patch.
Oh, yeah.
One swig, one rip of the jerky, and then
Exactly here. So we're gonna start including here in the sheet that we have. For our stats, we should start including things that like the rest of the contents of the bag.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
so that we can do it. So if you have ideas, throw your content suggestions into the chat with the question tag, so that I can make sure I don't miss them up here.
Yep.
And if they are sufficiently rad, which is how we operate our tables as dungeon masters.
Hey, Brianish, don't be upset about drinking a Blue Moon, because I will say
coriander.
Yeah, I will say one, it's made with coriander.
Yeah, that's a
but
great beer.
Two, everybody shits on Blue Moon now, but it was because everybody likes it. So, but really, Blue Moon was one of those beers that originally got people into craft beer.
Yeah.
It was the first one that was
an
really major.
on-ramp.
Yeah, and
Right.
but people shit on it now because of that, because it became so popular. And it's owned by Coors, or now InBev or whatever.
Well, they own a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, they own Elysium, but Elysium still has a lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
So, displacer jerky, one of the items inside the bag.
Yep.
Now, all right. So now that we have our stats, and that I can provide at a moment's notice. Do we start with the grain?
Yes, absolutely. So when you do a Doppelbock, traditionally it's 80% minimum Munich. It could be 100% just straight Munich malt if you want it to be.
Interesting.
But two things need to happen. One, we are not using decoction mashing. This is where you pull some wort out of the process, caramelize it, throw it back in.
Thicken it, basically. goes back in.
So there's a substitute for that, which is called melanoidin malt.
Indeed.
Which we can put in to give us those same flavors, which is the caramel, malty richness that we want.
Which is our angle anyway.
Right.
Right.
So I'm going to say we can either use 80% Munich, or we will.
So hook them up with some adjectives from Munich, though.
Sure,
just so they know.
Essentially it's going to give us the dark grainy color. It's malty, it's sweet, and a little bit of sugary aspects to it. It's a traditional base malt that you will find in almost every
all over
German beer. It's going to give you the malty flavors you want.
Sure. So you're saying 80% Munich?
80% Munich, or we will do a split of 65% Munich, 15% Vienna.
Ooh. So Vienna is going to be, let's see, that's going to be more of a...
It's another base malt that you can get.
Yes.
But it's going to be, it's going to give a more golden note to the beer. It's lighter in flavor than Munich. It's a good way to describe it is it's darker than pale, lighter than Munich.
Gotcha.
And that's a way to think of oddly enough, that's a way to think of the taste as well.
Okay. So with 15% Vienna. So Vienna is going to have a, it still has a rich sweetness, but it's not as dark, right?
Yep. It's not going to give as much roast.
Okay. And that's just up top.
Yep. These are just the base malts that we're going to figure out.
And that's the vast majority of the body too.
Yeah, because with a Doppelbock, we don't have to add in a ton of secondary malts.
No. All right, so we got some displacer jerky. Universal solvent is a good
Yeah.
a good tip there, Ghostly. That's what I think is funny. So Jack and Ghostly are here running the cameras, but they're also on the channel in their phones
Yeah.
as part of the community.
It's pretty neat.
It's a blessing.
It's pretty cool.
It's a blessing. Yeah, dried figs. Yeah, exactly. Other long-term food stores would be good. Let's try to emphasize the, let's say dried figs.
Ooh.
Soaked in potions of extra healing.
Wrapped in bacon.
Yeah, wrapped in bacon.
I don't know. I was just somewhere
in
and they had
healing potion.
bacon wrapped figs and they were amazing.
They're fucked up.
I mean, it's like, how do you, just delicious. How is it sweet and salty? Wow.
Spidey Mark says the bag should have a single sheet of Documancer paper for their final
Oh,
report.
God, that's fucked and great.
Yeah.
In all the work.
We will call it an Everquill for our purpose. So it doesn't have to be dipped, but it can write 2 pages.
Oh, that is hellish to think about. Perfect. Oh, yeah, like what if dried good berries actually kill you? It's a euthanasia thing.
Yeah, immovable rod to great utility. Cookie Mom was saying in dangerous situations, yeah, the immovable rod is basically the real character, and then Viari just sort of hangs around. I like this. Brian just does a signed photo of Omin.
What is it, fucking Rex Manning Day? Just big thumbs up. Congratulations, you're dead.
Okay. It's actually honestly close.
Oh, wow.
They're looking for I think they want that darker, richer sweet. In the moment of their death, they're looking for this darker, richer sweet.
Possible death. They might make it out of the situation.
You never know how it's going to... Oh, shit.
You went and fucked it up.
As soon as I hit it, it went in here. So should we use some Vienna?
I don't know.
Just top it with some Vienna?
Like a tip? Just a tip?
5 grains.
5. 5. Like 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, 5. 3 is not enough. It's got to be at least 5. Yeah, so throw in a touch of Vienna, I would say. That's the will of the people. but not a full 15. You know, that would be too much.
Yep.
But that's our base. I mean, that's most of our grains, right?
Yep.
And then we look back to the notes to kind of see what they want. Viking Goat, do you guys ever see these Adventurer Rations photos? I can't see them on my my view here, unfortunately.
What was it?
Adventurer Rations photos.
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Here, so somebody is asking for, is it Jinjink? A loan form to send to HQ for the 5k gold for the resurrection spell. That's so evil. I'm going to make a note of it and see if I can't find a way to present that idea that doesn't make my own PC seems quite so evil. The signed photo is already a problem.
But you're saying Omin wouldn't sign the photo? Or he
Well,
would?
He would definitely sign the photo, but I don't know if it includes a requisition form for a loan for your own resurrection. That's what I'm
that's
saying.
kind of, that's a little, that's asking too much. I mean, that's cost money at that point. You know how many fucking diamonds that is?
At a certain point, God, it's a lot. They want the biggest fucking diamonds for that spell, dude. That's funny. Omin as a character, he just resurrects people willy-nilly. Nobody ever asks. Chris Perkins never asks.
You're resurrected, yeah. You're the Oprah of resurrections.
Yeah, you get a resurrection. All right, now, so where to next?
Okay, so let's talk. So on the flavor notes,
Yeah.
we wanted chocolate, caramel, vanilla,
Vanilla. Yeah.
and roasty. So we can do this a couple ways.
Because there's some grains that can give you both of those at the same time.
Right. Now, somebody in the chat mentioned carafa. The only issue with carafa is its color. It's going a little bit of Freckenbauer. Even if we put a quarter ounce of carafa, like check out what happens. Even carafa.
Yeah, you'll have a chance to see this. It goes right. It's going to go right through the.
I mean, I completely agree. Carafa's great.
the flavor is amazing. Yeah.
But, you know, we put a quarter in and we're already up to 20 SRM.
Yeah. And then you're done.
And then we're done with grains. So we might want to go, so to give us that, let's see what Cara Munich looks like on the SRM scale. Yeah. So this is what's really nice. This is going to give us a caramel color, you know, not too much, but it'll give us the caramel flavor. So we could just use Cara Munich. Same thing is going to be hard with the chocolate. So to give us a roast, we could use.
It's great.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with it. I just smelled it. Let's use it nonstop.
Yep. Yeah, so we could use special roast. That's going to give us that toasty, biscuity flavor. Or we could use, actually, hold on, excuse me, let's correct that. We could use Special B.
Special B is killer.
Because that's going to give us intense,
all of it.
intense caramel. Or we could use, Cara Munich and add another grain after that.
Right, so Special B for mega.
Yep, for super caramel. So if we did the Cara Munich, that's where we would add a special roast to give us a more roasty flavor.
But the Special B has the roast in it, right?
Mm-hmm. So that's what I would do. I would say either we're going to use Special B solely, make it incredibly caramel, or Cara Munich with special roast.
Okay.
No, you're 100% right, Freckenbauer. Am I pronouncing that right, I hope? Carafa and chocolate are very much similar, but we can also add chocolate into the secondary.
A nib.
Yeah, we can add cocoa nibs.
Cocoa nib.
There's a lot of other ways we can do it that won't affect the color as much as adding those malts in there. Yeah, grind up some Mars bars. Hell yeah. Vapor Lock, what's going on?
Let's give that a try. So it's a drain.
It's pretty cool.
It's
Look at
coming
that,
back
yeah.
down over those grands.
God, the new Z is just fantastic.
It is silent.
Yeah, I'm truly excited. So at a lot of the beer meetups that we've had at the different PAXs, a lot of people have come up and said, "Oh, I've ordered a Z, and I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be great. I'm excited for people to get the Z now that they've ordered them and now that they're pumping them out."
But exactly. Now that they're coming out with more regularity,
Yeah.
it's hard to stress the differences between like the base one,
Right.
which works fine. I mean, you have this in your house.
The Zymatic works fine. We've
have
brewed
had
hundreds of beers
great
on it.
success with that device, but there's just some creature comforts here.
Yeah.
And then also as a device, it seems like it's not. It's a little bit more on the. I'm not a fan of the term, but it's more on that prosumer side. The other
Okay.
one is more like an appliance. It's a little bit raw, I would say, in terms of the
here's the
experience,
thing. It was
build quality, manufacturing. When that came out,
Yeah.
like
There was nothing like it.
there was nothing like
This is the Z is 5 years of testing.
exactly of
And-
living with the
yeah,
device.
of living,
right?
and of course it's going to be better.
Yeah, and it's all scientists.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all people in a lab.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Anybody that's ordered a Z, I am thrilled to hear your experiences with it.
So Nihilus has suggested an IOU signed by AI, which I think is kind of cool. But remember, I mean, almost nobody gets here.
Yeah. Is there a monetary limit on that IOU?
But I think it would have to do with the person. Like after 10 years of experiences, there's going to be a sophisticated enough matrix about what that person is worth.
So it's tailored to
Yeah.
their
Cake the Enforcer, is Omin really evil or is he just a ruthless businessman? It'd be difficult to tell that.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, I recommend that you read the Psychopath Test by
Yeah.
John Ronson and compare for yourself the overlap between people who are successful in business and people who are psychopaths.
That being said,
Yeah.
one use dimensional shift scroll.
Interesting. I like that. Now, so what are we looking at here? Yeah, they actually want the blend. They want the special roast Caramunic blend, and they're pretty clear about it.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, give that a try.
Okay.
So we'll throw in a couple different grens. And that would be pretty, I mean, that might be close to a solid base.
Absolutely.
We'll look back at our notes they gave us and we'll see.
Caramunic and what did I say? The other one, special roast.
Special roast. Another way of getting at the special B vibe.
So the only thing else I would say is we wanted chocolate and vanilla. Vanilla is easy to put in. We just throw some vanilla beans
It's a
in.
bean.
We could do the same if we still want to go more. These three roasts of Orient are.
Yeah. Good base.
Yeah. They will provide chocolate flavor just because of what they are. But
Yeah.
if we want to ramp up the more chocolatey flavors, we could add the cocoa nib.
Yep.
to-
Nib in secondary. You
Yep.
bet. Right here. So we'll say boost cocoa with cocoa nib in secondary. And then the other option will be nah.
There's other options like,
Yeah, and he is correct. I mean, it's like coffee or whatever. It has to do with how much sweetness is there alongside the roast, and that's basically what tells your mouth
Yep.
that it's cocoa instead of chocolate,
Yep.
right? Even though, I mean, try Baker's chocolate if you want to know, like,
Oh, God,
in the
yeah.
absence of sugar, what is that taste profile? It's that same roasted bean bitterness.
That was
it's
the-
the same process.
Yes, that was such a wild experience for me.
Did you go to Theo?
No, I just did. Well, I had never really had Baker's chocolate before.
Yeah.
And so I was making candied covered bacon, or candied bacon covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
And I got Baker's chocolate instead of regular candied chocolate to put over, to dunk it in.
For sure.
And it was a wildly different experience with Baker's chocolate. That just was like, oh, Jesus.
And everyone has a Baker's chocolate
Yeah.
story, but you know.
But it was interesting to see the difference.
Consider that comparison to ground, especially fine ground coffee, like espresso ground coffee, and baker's chocolate. The truth is that the coffee, like the cocoa bean,
Yeah.
is much larger. But in terms of like, there's a fermentation process on either side. There's a ton of similarities between the two.
Right.
If you end up rolling through Seattle, or if you are local, try the Theo coffee tour, or try the Theo chocolate tour over in Fremont. The same Fremont you see emblazoned on the Skykraken, and you'll get a sense of what, of some of the similarities, some of the overlaps between coffee and chocolate bean-wise.
Yeah, I thought it was fascinating.
Yeah, but Talp, when you're in, if
you guys are coming.
If you're in from out of town, absolutely, yeah, Theo chocolate, and it's not far from downtown. It'd be a 15-minute ride in good traffic.
Yeah, and then you just go to all the breweries.
Yeah, see, and then you're in fucking Fremont, and the world's your oyster. That's the truth.
Ghostly, you worked at Theo Chocolate?
Briefly.
Cool.
They want more cocoa in the secondary.
Okay, well, we'll give them nibs.
Well, yeah, exactly. And the nib, basically the nib is bits of the cocoa that sort of like are blasted off in the roasting process.
Yep.
And they provide a very dry, nutty chocolate flavor.
Yep.
Not like a baker's chocolate. I mean, a dry, nutty flavor that's really good.
Yeah. So
And
other
then
than that,
soaked in there. Mwah. Mwah. So now we need to find, is there a bad enough hop to save the president? I mean, that's what we need.
that's all.
We've all played Bad Dudes from the East.
That's it.
We've all been there, right?
Yeah.
So we need a bad enough hop.
Wow.
We need a bad enough hop.
I hope everybody can appreciate that callback.
That deep ass
Fucking
cut.
Bad Dudes.
Yeah, Bad Dudes.
Jesus.
Bad motherfucking dudes.
That was fantastic.
Dad, I need $5 more in quarters. I'm sorry. That's how it's going to be. A good dad would give me that $5.
It's true.
Consider that. That is definitely not the dynamic I had with my dad. So SRM 20, we know about that. You're building toward that already.
Yeah.
And look at the glass. I mean, we're already seeing some beautiful experience right here. In
Absolutely.
The top.
Look at that color. That's right there.
See, that's what I want. I mean, that's what I remember from my Germany trip.
Yeah, that clear
mug
liquid.
with the little sort of marbles around the round mug. Oof. Oof. But Ibu, only 16. So we're not asking a lot of these hops, is the truth.
No, we're not.
Right?
So that gives us things we can play around with, right? We could always go with Brewer's Gold, which is just, light in flavor, going to give us a real great back end. You're never going to hear me say no to a holler toe.
Yep, so Brewer's Gold is a sort of a light classic bitter.
Yep. Holler toe is going to be mild with a little bit of spice, clean, and a neutral flavor. A traditional one you could always go with is Saz.
So I'll put all three up.
Yep.
So tell me about Saz. Saz is another on that noble tip.
Yep.
So you can have some pine.
So you have your two nobles.
Yeah.
It's going to be classic, spicy, piney, clean, crisp. It's one of a Saz is a classic Doppelbock.
Oh yeah. You put Saz like in Pilsners, in Doppelbocks, like in these classic tastes.
Another one would be
taste
Northern
it.
Brewer.
Yeah, exactly. Well, all three are up.
Okay.
So yeah, Saz, you drink it and you're like, oh, beer. I remember you.
Yep.
Right? That flavor.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me scroll through here. One use dimensional shift scroll. Too expensive, Ghostly. Can't be in the kit. Coin of eternal rest to prevent NDA violations by rival companies. You beast, man. That's worse than anything I would suggest. A resurrection scroll with fine print. Oh, I might have to put that in there.
I'm more excited about the fine print.
Well, I'm excited to write the fine print. Okay. Here, Kipo says, have you ever done any Weizens? I prefer wheat
yeah,
beers.
absolutely.
Yeah, we did a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like wheat.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, it's
We've used it many times. Yeah.
just that big body mouthfeel. You know it. You know when it's wheat. They want sauce.
That's great. That's a
right.
great hop.
Well, now how?
Now
As soon as the second I say it, I'll let you figure this out. All right. You figure it out. You get to it. I was gonna say the Hawatai was out, but it's not.
But it's not.
No,
It's back down.
It's
and it's up. And it's down.
Okay, so they're wrestling. I'm just gonna let them do
Yeah,
that.
I like it. That's some cues.
Have you ever been
Maybe
to?
some A's.
Kilgore says, have you ever been to Holy Mountain Brewing in Seattle? Their
No.
beer and overall aesthetic is fantastic. No,
We'll have to add it to the list of our journeys.
Gotta put that up on top. Graham Baxter says, would a post-brewing cocoa nib be a nub? This is a criminal enterprise you're engaged in, Graham Baxter, and we know it. This is also from Graham, does AI company insurance policy where wages are garnished for potential future raises? I assume the downside is it takes a few years before you earn enough. That sounds exactly like something you would do. Yeah, Kipo says, except the diamond that Omin threw through the stained glass window at the Church of Timora. Yes, it was a good moment. I would say that is the moment. That game is where the darker Omin came from.
I love the war that's going on in chat over. Well, you just stopped it. Never mind.
They want the sauce. Once it was like 18 to 23, then we had to pull away. So sauce.
PAX yeast. That's a good question.
PAX yeast.
Do our own beer convention.
Can do. Will do. Will brew for a beer.
We'll brew. We'll brew and do.
Yeah. So sauce. That's what they want. Yeah. They want that. They want that spicy pine. They want that crisp vibe.
I like it.
They want a hop that comes in to do work.
What were we going for IBUs on that? 15?
16. Arrow of intern slaying. Nihilus is coming up with all kinds of great stuff.
Boom, boom.
Something of slaying. Not an arrow. Nothing classic. It's going to have to be hidden. I'm going to put an asterisk of slaying. It has to be something, because in this bag, it would be something weirder. It wouldn't be one of the traditional items. It would be the same slaying enchantment, but on something else. Letter opener of slaying. He. See, Orion Rogue is not going for the Acquisitions Incorporated book that comes out this month, literally like in 2 weeks. No.
Yeah.
Orion Rogue wants to know how they can apply for an Acquisitions Intoxicated franchise. That process is very
cool.
simple. You simply begin to brew in your home.
Or you start a brewery in your game.
Yes, this is fine too.
That would be fantastic.
We don't care. It can be something your characters do. That's fine too.
That'd be kind of neat. That there's actually a brewery inside somebody's.
Yeah, Kipo says they want a hop that does work like Morgaine, not Viari.
Oh,
Exactly.
damn.
Morgaine is not on the good list right now. So I mean, keep abreast of the situation. Obviously, we'll see how that stuff turns out at the West game, of course. Now, so now we have our saws. Where are we going to next?
We are going to look at our yeasts.
Perfect.
So these are going to typically be lagered yeasts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the style, right?
Yep. So the first one we're going to hit. This is just the regular Bavarian lager. It's going to be full-bodied, rich, and incredibly malty.
Perfect. For the bill we've got in there?
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
God, that's too weird of a lager.
Rhaegar is suggesting instead of a resurrection scroll, it can be a life application. There's a lot of real dark material in here. I'm trying to figure out what exactly I've manufactured here. The bag should contain something that's only useful for the next employee who finds it later. Dayton, that's a great idea. So let's put something in the bag that will incentivize other people bringing the bag back to office. Okay.
Weird, okay. So we can, I will
Yeah.
say,
What do you got? For that guest.
a Southern German lager. This is interesting. I've used this before. It's going to be a malty finish, but it's going to be more balanced.
Interesting.
It's not gonna be-
So rich on the end.
Yep, but not as super malty all the way through.
Yeah, clean middle.
Yep. And this is actually made by White Labs.
So
We use a lot of Y yeast here, but White Labs is one of the original yeast that I used to start off
most
with.
of the ones that we did at first we had a lot of White Labs up front.
Yep. And what it is you when you go into your store, you used to find them. They used to come in test tubes. And the old
really?
Yeah, little
Glass?
test tubes. No, plastic test tubes. And you just shake them and pour it in. And it was
Fun.
And the lip on it perfectly matched the carboy hole. So you would just
That gauge?
Yeah. And what was really neat is the guy that started it, super nice dude. If you were able to collect, it was something insane, like 20,000 tubes. He'd come and brew with you.
Aw.
I was like, it was just something stupid, But there was all these really quirky little nuances people did at the beginning.
Well, yeah, for sure.
For homebrewing that.
Yeah. And it's a different era now,
Yeah.
I would say, for homebrewing.
Yeah.
With, multiple appliances
Yeah.
offered out there.
Yeah. Now we're just the old grandfathers on the chairs yelling at the little kids.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
don't know what it's like.
Yeah, to be the sad man.
Yeah, to be the bad man.
Yeah. So you see, will you be doing
Behind
that's
brew eyes.
interesting. Jinjink wants to know if we'll be doing a special brew in 2 weeks to tie in with the book launch. What day of the
Oh,
week?
fuck, that's a good
That's
idea.
a great idea. But what day of the week? Let me pull it up calendar. What day of the week is the 18th?
To be the Saz man? Fucking awesome, Viking goat.
I'm gonna stop you there. It's a criminal enterprise.
Great. Don't let him say shit to you. Beautiful.
Dude, are you for fucking real?
So. Oh, no shit.
The book comes out the day our show runs.
I say we make a beer. We could probably bring Alyssa in and have her help with it.
For sure. And she'll be back by then.
Yeah.
We should definitely have Alyssa
I think it's a good
in.
way to.
I mean, she can bring scotch if that's what's required.
That's fine. We can make it a Scotch malt, a Scotch ale.
Can you imagine how off the fucking rails it would be? It'd be like when Holly and Jessica Marzan were here.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And then
good
we
time.
role played, and then our adventure group was called
The liquor board, and I smashed somebody in the face. And was like,
It happened,
board.
but I was saying, oh, well, maybe Alyssa
great.
come in and bring some of her favorite scotches. I'm like, that's the worst
That's the
idea
worst
I've ever had.
fucking idea. Do you know how much I love Scotch? Like,
No,
we won't
it's
make
real
it out
good,
of that meeting.
and it'd be great, and and then it would cease to be great.
Yeah.
After a certain point, at which point it would become bad.
Yeah, and terms of services would be violated because you're not technically supposed to get that drunk on
Well, yeah.
stream.
She's a pro, and I know that she's got a roster. So, Southern German lager. They want that.
Cool,
they want
I
the
like-
cleaner middle, and then the malty finish. I think that this thing is ready to fucking work. I am super pleased with that build.
I think you need to give it a name.
Oh, no, not me, dear friend. Special friends. Empty Heads wants to know if anybody's ever has ever experienced stuck mash. I haven't, just because most of the home brewing I've done has been like that, and then the brewing that I've done on much larger equipment was up at Gallagher's.
Oh yeah,
And that kettle is
fucking huge.
gigantic. I mean, that kettle is from here to here, copper pot, steam driven. That was good shit. You boil a fucking
still
tank
around?
like that. Yeah. The old dude doesn't own it anymore, but it's still working. Now, so we need great names. In case of emergency, I like what I'm seeing here. In case of Vite Ale employee,
Nice.
Owl Bear Market. The theme, Empty Heads, is that at your 10-year, when you hit 10 years with Acquisitions Incorporated, you are given a satchel that includes various solutions for complex edge case problems.
I love that.
That you
Dayton,
need.
a case of emergency. That's good. Contract completed? Whoa, that's fucking
It
deep.
is.
Retirement plan, very good.
Yeah, Demetrius is like, hey, Doppelbox typically have tour names. Buck, I know the best way to get banned from Twitch is when Jerry ends the C team by saying they never left the test market. Now, Amy will choke me.
Yeah.
Trust me, that was the original end.
Yeah.
And now Amy, she just makes this gesture, and I know that she's talking about my trachea. And I love it.
Who's
I love
the
everything
throat
that's
puncher
happening.
now?
Yeah, exactly. The DM choker. I guess that's true, Sauce. Renegotiator.
Oh, that's good.
And that puts it in that Ator
Atoll.
vibe. Final Ale.
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, Edge Case.
Nice.
I am loving it. So, Fode, this is a...
Exit
Doppelbox.
clause?
Oh, Exit Clause. Oh, shit, who put that up?
That was Spidey Mark.
Of course.
Fine print. Terms of skirmishes.
Dude, Terms of
Fuck, these
Skirmish.
are great.
Terms of Skirmish is great.
Just in case. It's good. Closing the deal. Yeah, companies.
Boobledock.
Kipo Bronze Bottom Special Reserve. I already made.
You did.
I did a Bronze
Bach.
Bottom Bach for Scott.
There's even an adventure about it.
Yep.
Yeah, 9less for sure. Although, looking through the question answer app that I have here, you've been putting some great stuff in the bag too, 9less. Termination, Kilgar. Decadent. I'm into that. Oh yeah, Dusty for real. Amber Parachute.
Huh. Omin's Hideous Laughter. That's kind of fucking funny. It's also kind of happening.
You pop the top.
Backup Bach.
All right, I got one more.
Terminale.
I'll put in here. If I see a flavorful one, otherwise I start it.
Return to base. Close.
Base. Employee draft. Yeah. Ingestiture in Brinish. That's a pretty sophisticated
Yeah.
pun.
I like that. Cooperator.
Yeah,
Buckle up. Jesus.
I'm gonna do buckle up.
Long-term yields. Definitely not poison. That could be written right on it.
Right. So take a look at these. Take a look at this rich heritage of quality names. Yes, indeed, Potato Storms. This is a contingency bag. That's your reward for 10 years of tireless service. So take a look at there's some real solid offerings in here. The truth is that there's a lot of winners here.
There's a lot of losers.
Also, the dark subtext, of course, is that Omen is drinking most of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody ever, he literally gets bottles or cases and just takes a little eyedropper full, and that's for everybody else. And then.
Yeah, listen, Kipo, possible name Shadow Council's Reserve. We should
Whoa.
that should be a line.
That's cool.
We should actually just approach that.
That's a really
stuff.
neat idea.
Here, so I've got Exit Clause and Amber Parachute. Those are the clear winners thus far. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put those
Fucking
in.
Amber Parachute.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. That's
Exit
great.
Clause. Renegotiator. Amber Parachute. Let's winnow that down if we can. Gathered
there you go.
gathered fronds. Let's jump in there.
Is that Renegotiator is the second one?
Yeah.
That's cool.
The amber ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
At
absolutely.
Beckenbauer, for sure. I mean, that's the issue, right? Is that it gets up, they get
Well,
that
either that or
10-year mark.
he just
and it's just like,
gives it to somebody else,
Yeah.
right, you know?
that 10-year mark's coming up.
Yeah.
No.
So, okay, so here, does he do
Yeah.
it maliciously and drink it, or is it very much well, I knew he wasn't going to make it, so I might as well just drink it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
well,
just like,
the truth is that at least in the current context,
Yeah.
it's possible for there to be a couple different. It's possible for omens that exist in this federation.
yeah,
These self-cloned omens.
United Federation of Omens.
Exactly, but to have experiences that put them at odds with one another and give them different opinions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exit Klaus.
I freaking love that name.
Exit Klaus. Dayton, in my head canon, no. But the truth is that he just doesn't think most people will get to 10 years. I mean,
Right.
but if you're still working for them 10 years later and you haven't founded your own thing, yeah. All right. Look, it's Exit Klaus. It happened. Except we'll spell it correctly when we put it into the thing. Now, friends, excellent work as always. Next week, we're going to address the IPA issue, something we'll be able to do a full can run with our friends at Two Beers.